class had just started, and within a few seconds, everything went wrong. This guy stood up and said, "I forgot my homework from next week." The teacher looked at him and said, "Sit down." He shook his head and said, "I can't. I already stood up earlier." Before anyone could react, another kid stood up and said, "Wait, I already went home." Now I'm confused. Then a third kid walks in late, looks around, and says, "Why is everyone acting different today?" The teacher is starting to look stressed. She tells everyone to be quiet. Then the smartest kid in the class turns around and says, "This already happened." Now the whole class starts talking at once. People are asking questions. Nobody understands anything. Then someone in the back says, "Wait, what period is this?" Everything goes quiet. Nobody answers, not even the teacher. After a few seconds, she slowly says, "I don't know." Now people are standing up. One kid starts packing his bag. Another one is sitting on the teacher's desk. Someone opens the window for no reason. Then the same guy from the beginning stands up again and says, "Everyone calm down. I'll fix it." I'm thinking, fix what? He walks to the board, picks up a marker, and writes something. Then he turns around and says, "Okay, it should be normal now." Everyone looks around. Everything seems fine again. People sit back down. The teacher starts teaching like nothing happened. Then my friend leans over and says, "Who is that?" I look at the front of the class, at the guy who just fixed everything, and I realize he's not in our class. He's not even in our grade. And somehow, he's the one teaching now.